catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets up. Oh,
Down!
watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for the... It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Good evening, CFSL fans, and welcome to the start of Season 23 on YouTube. Tonight, under the bright lights and the roaring stands of the Horseshoe, the stage is set for a clash of titans as the new look number 11 Auburn Tigers roll into Columbus to take on the number 9 Ohio State Buckeyes. You got Beard and Dominic. Dominic, what are your early thoughts on this game?
Oh, I am absolutely excited to be back, not only for week 1 of the league, but also for this high-profile game. Gone are the years of the powerhouse Auburn offense. Now it's one of the youngest faces in the league. We have a lot of questions to see what they bring tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see as Ohio State receives the ball first, makes a great return, 31 yards, going to bring it out to about the 34.
Absolutely. Ballard's just one of the best returners, bar none.
They're going to come out, trip to the bottom of your screen, single back. Snap the ball, Tyree back to throw. Looking for the man down underneath. Easy completion down underneath. He's going to pick up about 13, Corbin Harden.
You know, that's what I really like to see for an early throw by Jalen Tyree, just setting it off, just getting a nice, easy, confident throw, building yourself up. Beautiful first down.
He's a veteran. He just needs to get his feet under him. 2-by-1, two backs. Looking, throws underneath, got his man. That's Jordan Little with a 5-yard reception.
Hey,
Tackle.
diddle, Jordan Little over the middle early. We love to see it. And you know what? Chad does mention Beard calling his own game. We're gonna look at you a little weird for this one, Beard.
You know, everybody does. The snap is back, throws this one, nobody open, just throws it away. Gonna bring up 3rd and 5. Great pressure by the Auburn defense.
Defense absolutely got there in bunches and had a receiver over there in the area, just ball not where it needed to be.
Takes the snap, looks, got plenty of time filing his taxes back there. Almost picked off.
Kane Hargrave absolutely tried to take that back, had his eyes in the end zone and not on the ball.
Absolutely he did. Here comes the punt. That's Thomas Oliver, the freshman cornerback who you saw in the newcomer game get a pick-6 returning punts tonight for Auburn. The age-old Chewy Baca now gone to the professional league.
That man was a stud, I tell you what.
Now we get to see Zacchaeus Mosley come out. He's a freshman on this young Auburn team. Fakes the quick throw underneath. Looking deep and batted down by Stork.
Not necessarily the throw you want to see first play of the game by a freshman quarterback, just chucking it into double coverage. He's lucky that ball falls to the turf.
Well, it's one of two things. You either look at it as, I don't want to see that, or you're happy that he's out there with ice in his veins throwing anything. As he chucks another one deep, and that's Deuce Carter, another freshman, 45 yards, and boy just picked it out of the air.
What a head-top catch if I've seen one to start. Wow, Deuce Carter goes up and absolutely just mosses Isaiah Bonilla. Not what you want to see week 1, but a massive first down for these Tigers.
Auburn steps back to throw again. Zacchaeus Mosley underneath, looking for his halfback out of the backfield. Picks up 14.
Yeah, when in doubt, put a paw on him, Scally. Scally absolutely getting the ball, getting out in space, getting out of bounds, picking up that first down, and keeping this drive going.
Scally is so versatile. You hand him the ball, he's good. You throw him the ball, he's good. Tight end comes in motion across the screen. The fake handoff, they're going to run the option. There's the pitch to Scally. We said it earlier. He's versatile. Breaks the tackle. But can't get out from under him. Gets tripped up. Going to pick up 3.
Absolutely had nothing but opportunity after that, but Jordan Stork brought him down by any means necessary, saving the touchdown.
Auburn coming out in an empty set. Looking underneath. Finds his man. That's Waylon Ziegler, 1-yard reception, sorry.
And Ziegler getting his first pass of the season, starting off early, facing a 3rd and somewhat medium for this Tigers offense.
Yeah, Auburn's going to look to score here. Looking. Zacchaeus gets the ball out. Looks like he may have got hit early, but it's incomplete. Going to bring up an interesting call for Auburn early.
Unfortunately, it looks like Ziegler just couldn't come down with it, and Auburn is going to elect to kick Harmon Guzman out there on the field.
That's Harmon Guzman.
Oh, that is right. My bad.
I got you, homie. We're both rusty. Auburn takes the early 3-0 lead.
It's week one. We're just going to chalk it up to week one jitters. But you know who else that jitters? Right now, Jalen Tyree looks to have some jitters. Got to come out there and really prove something on this drive.
As they get another good kick return here, they're going to bring that one out 35 yards to about the 37.
And we're in chat, lefty kicker, Auburn, all kinds of odd. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a lefty kicker, and I might be a little bit biased as a lefty.
New look Auburn.
No kidding.
They're going to come out in a 2x1 two-back set. Motion the back out of the backfield. Looking over the middle the other way. That's I couldn't get a number, but that's new corner Thomas Oliver breaking up the pass.
And what a early breakup for the freshman corner.
They come out in almost an empty set. Back runs out of the backfield down below. Tyree calls his own number. He's got some blocking. That's Rashad Watson with the tackle. Saves a first down.
And that is absolutely a veteran decision there. You look downfield, you see nothing, you see open opportunity. You go out there and you pick up as many yards as you can.
Big play call here for Ohio State. Steps back to throw. Underneath. Smokey Woods, 9 yards, converts the first.
And that is a first down you are going to like to see. Absolutely find a way to get some momentum on your side. Just got to keep this momentum going.
They're going to come out in 2x2 single back. They fake the handoff. Tyree calls his own number again. Got lots of space out there. Plenty of blocking. Cuts it back to the inside. That's 20 yards. And don't look now, but Ohio State's marching.
Tyree said it looked so nice, had to do it to him twice. Absolutely called his own number and scampers down the field for a big Buckeyes pickup. First down, Buckeyes.
Yeah, that's one of the things as a defense. You cannot let Tyree just do whatever he wants. As the snap goes to Tyree again, he throws underneath. Leads his receiver a little too far. Harden gets 3. Going to bring up 2nd and 7 as he goes out of bounds.
No, and absolutely, you're right. As a defense, you cannot allow that. But with a defensive line that is backed by Teddy Driver and Alexis Storm, absolutely veterans on there and no better.
Empty set for Tyree in Ohio State as he rolls away from the pressure. Going to try to get the first down and then slides. I think he had it if he stays on his feet.
Yeah, no, absolutely just caught a fright and just made the business decision. This is the one time I don't like it. Go fight for it. You had it in spades. 2x2, single back. They're looking for a screen. They throw the screen up top. He stays short. 4th and 1. What do you do here if you're Ohio State? I mean, you've got points on. No, they're not even going to even think about it. They are saying it is our home. We're going for it.
They have the home field advantage. Let's see how this works out for them. Oh, and they come out in empty after motion.
Big.
Smokey Woods, 14 yards.
And Smokey with the big conversion. Ohio State is not afraid to roll it early here in the game. And now goal to go.
Coming out in 3x1. Halfback comes out of the backfield. They throw underneath to the, looks like the John Don, 4 yards, 2nd goal from about the 1.
Oh, look at that. Throwing to a tight end in the goal line situation. Wow, that's such a weird coincidence. I like it every time.
I'm a big fan of handing it off. As they come out, trips to the top of your screen. Halfback rolls out to the bottom. Gonna get it in. That's Hadrian Crenshaw. No yardage recorded, but he's going to get the touchdown.
Don't you love seeing the 0-yard stat touchdowns? You love to see it. Not a single yard to your name this season, but with the touchdown to go. You love to see it. And the Buckeyes score back pretty quickly, might I add. They really got themselves under center on that drive and just found the way to get it done. Auburn looked a little shaky at times, not seeming to be able to hold in Tyree in the pocket. Got to do better with that moving forward. But now we are switching over to offense with Mosley coming out to see what he can do for his second drive. I'm excited to see what he brings to the table.
You're going to get to see the Auburn kick return unit for the first time tonight. It's new look as well, as, like we said, Chewy's not here. Taking the return. That's Maverick Berlin, going to pick up 19, going to bring up 1st and 10 from about the 21.
No flight there today, Maverick.
Might take a page out of Ohio State's book and go outside. Going to come out in the 2x1 set. The delayed draw to Scally. Scally going to pick up a Tony 10, 2nd and inches.
No, when in doubt, Scally it out. I really thought that with a young offense, I really looked to see Scally be involved more in that first drive. Let's see if that continues this drive.
Going to come out 2 to the top, back out of the backfield. Zacchaeus looks underneath, finds his man. That's Big Hoss Carter for 12 yards and a first.
And that's a big tight end making big boys plays. Meanwhile, over on Twitch, we have a 7-yard touchdown catch for Slide Bender. LSU goes up 10-0 on Michigan. 3:54 left in the first quarter.
Auburn comes out 2x1, tight end at the top of your screen. Hands off outside to Scally. Scally trying to get the edge. Not quite, can't get there. Not going to lose any, not going to gain any.
Vlad absolutely was not letting anything happen there. You know, normally we don't make redemptions here, but I'm gonna overrule this one. I have a redemption after this play.
There's no redemptions.
I don't know.
Option comes. Zacchaeus Mosley keeps it himself, tries to break the first tackle, can't. Going to bring up 3rd and 10 after a gain of 1.
So, you know, I have to redeem it. Hey, Beard, do you love Bama? Quick question.
I love it like a fat kid loves a diet. Coming out in the 2x2 single back, hand it off to Scally again. Scally tries to get just enough yardage. That's actually the backup, Nathan Hopkins, can pick up 1.
I was like, check that. Looks like we got a little walk-on action.
Auburn going to be forced to punt. The punt's away. Ohio State gets a little bit. Oh, the dreaded flag. We know what this is.
Uh-oh. The dreaded clipping call rears its ugly head week 1. You love to see it or hate to see it if you're Ohio State.
Where an analogy is simply that. It's an analogy. Ohio State comes out 2x2, 1 back. Back to the bottom. Tyree looking that way. Maverick Berlin says, "Not today, sir. Put that in your pocket."
Lewis Fuller was having none of that. Absolutely stifled him in the back on that catch.
Come out in the diamond offense almost as Tyree is eaten alive. I can't even see it. Quan Perkins just said, "No, sir. We've seen this option enough. You will not do it again."
Bear with the chat. We are trying to work through this just as patiently as y'all are as well.
No, I think theirs is clear.
I hope so. We're fighting.
They're going to come out in 3rd and 12. This is Screen City. Oh, hit as he throws. And Tyree just had no answers.
No, not at all. Kendall Simmons absolutely sent pressure.
Auburn going to have great field position. It's not talking, I promise.
And Thomas Oliver with a 11-yard punt return on that play.
Bear with us. We will be right back. I'm going to call it till we go.
Yeah, come on. I'm with you. Let's call it.
2x1.
Maybe.
Something happened. They picked up 7. Scally with a 7-yard run.
4 rushes, 20 yards, averaging 5 yards. You like to see it early. Got to see if they can keep that up and make that a often recurrence.
With Scally, you've got to get him involved in the game as much as possible. Passing, running, and everything. Come out in the 2x1. They're going to look to Scally again. It's a fake. This time it's a zone read. Zacchaeus calls his own number. Going to be 3rd and 2 after he picks up 2.
Could have had the first down. Lyman just absolutely got in his way and was letting nothing do him.
They're going to come up 3rd and 2, looking for a first down. Throws underneath. Waylon Ziegler with a 3-yard reception and a first.
And
like he was in bounds.
Ziegler absolutely showing that he can be relied on early. Love to see a confidence player from Mosley.
Takes the snap, single back, hands it off, fakes, or it's a zone read again, fakes to Scally. He calls his own number, picks up 6.
Absolutely swallowed by a gaggle of Buckeyes, pause, and just absolutely got as far as he could.
If you think reading the zone read in real life is an issue, try it from up here in the box. This time they hand it to Scally, but Scally stuck at the line.
Yeah, Evan McDuffie absolutely sent a heater to the backfield and had nothing doing.
That'll hurt the average.
You just got to get it back on the next play. Get your get back. Scally's good for it.
Dom 2025. Single back, trips to the top of your screen. Steps up in the pocket. You love to see it from the freshman. Auburn 4th and 2 to Nathan Hopkins, the backup halfback, picking up 5.
Well, now here's the question. Ohio State rolled the dice. Can we see? No, Auburn's going to just stay conservative on the road.
Auburn saying points are points. And it's good.
Kick is good.
Guzman on perfect on his career. Another freshman. Tons of freshmen on this Auburn team.
No, absolutely. This team almost just bleeds.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Technically, he's a sophomore. He transferred in from another school. Ohio State tries to take it outside again. This time, there is no shot.
Nope, Ballard gets stymied to only 23 yards on the return.
Auburn looking to reproduce what they did last time. Ohio State empties formation. Mosley just chucks it to the stands. I think he wanted something, and Auburn got pressure, only bringing 4.
Well, Beard, I mean, you're an AD. Wouldn't you agree that if it ain't broke, you're going to keep hammering it until they find a way to stop it?
Yeah, what ain't broke to me right now is the option. As they hand off up the middle, Hadrian picks up about 5. You're going to make it 3rd and medium.
Now, if you've got Crenshaw to complement the run game of Tyree, and you can get a gash through the middle like that, absolutely keep it on the ground and run it.
That's going to be the end of the first. At the end of the first, it's Ohio State leading 7-6, a defensive slugfest. Stay tuned. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube with your hosts, Dominic and Beard. Now we flip sides. Oh, quads down at the bottom. You don't see quads a lot as he lines up and just throws it deep to a nobody covered number 6. Jordan Little just by himself, 73 yards. That's just a broken coverage.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Little just scampers absolutely out of nowhere. The generational talent just shows off the speed first chance he gets. Wow, Auburn's defense just got caught lacking there.
Looks like maybe the safety was out of spot or something. I'm not sure.
No, but I can tell you who's doing stadiums on Monday.
The whole team. As the extra points up to make it 14-6. Still a 1-score game.
Nate, I believe that might be the former Notre Dame Little, if I'm not mistaken.
Auburn back to receive. Looks like I can't really tell. Oliver back returning kicks now. I'm not sure what he's doing there. He's just a man of many talents.
No, absolutely. All right, Mosley.
Out, trips to the top of your screen. Mosley looking to build. Oh,
and
ball must have slipped out of his hands.
Yeah, this is why we say no popcorn in the locker room before kickoff. Can't afford to have moments like that.
Now we're going to send Mosley out in the empty set. Looks like Ohio State's going to bring pressure. They do. Mosley makes a good read. Got a man streaking. I believe that's Ziegler again. Ziegler 53 yards, and now Auburn in the red zone.
Ziegler absolutely stating a case to be wide receiver 1 for Mosley. absolutely just being that safety blanket when needed, and absolutely just beat his man off the line and just had to get drugged down, unfortunately.
I really thought there was another absolutely coming there. Trips to the top of your screen. It's going to be a quick fake on the bubble. They're going to throw it to the corner of the end zone. Broken up by Jordan Little.
What a breakup. Really tried it. And meanwhile, over on Twitch, we have a 40-yard touchdown pass to Dakota Sidrus. LSU goes up 17-3 with just 9 minutes left in the second quarter.
Same formation flipped. Now the bubble screen comes in. Got plenty of blockers. Gets a 10-yard reception. Bobby Green first and goal.
That makes it first and goal.
And what do we say, chat? Wide receiver screen. What are the odds? Familiar.
Auburn coming out 2-by-1. 2 tight ends set. Tight ends both on one side now after the motion. Auburn throws down there. Scally just can't turn it upfield. He turns the wrong direction and only picks up 1.
No, absolutely just a little late on that throw. Scally absolutely had nothing but opportunity to turn that upfield. Just couldn't get that ball out.
Auburn coming out in the empty set. Looking, throws, got a man. And Thomas Oliver with the 6-yard reception. He's everywhere.
Trying to do anything. And chat, do not blink. Back over on Twitch, a scoop and score for Billy Balla for LSU to extend that lead. 24-3 on Michigan. 8:30 in the second quarter. Wow, it is going down over on the Twitch right now.
You know what I like right here? A halfback run. Nope. It's a pull screen. Zacchaeus Mosley calls his own number for a 1-yard Auburn touchdown.
Now, welcome back to Calling Games over here on Twitch. We don't know ball, and they always do the opposite of whatever we suggest. Welcome to the booth again.
We're not on Twitch.
I did say Twitch, didn't I? You know, it is week 1. It is absolutely week 1. We are just messing up across the board, but that's all right, because Auburn absolutely finds a way to answer back emphatically, bringing that lead down to only 1 point for Ohio State.
Auburn kicking off deep. Let's see if they can control that return game again. This one's almost in the end zone. Tries to cut it outside. Not bad. They're going to stop him with a 28-yard return, which, you know, in this league, a 28 return is a good stop for the kicking team. But in real life, if I tell you your return guy's going to get 28 every time, you're like, sweet.
Hey, it's positive field every time.
Like, handoff up the middle. Good blocking. Crenshaw gets 9.
And that is a good start for this drive for Crenshaw. Just keeping the ball out of Tyree's hands. Absolutely finding a way to cut through that open hole and just hit it.
Coming out in the 2-by-2 set. Now he's changing it up at the line. He saw something. Throws underneath the Crenshaw. Somebody dived on it. Looked like, was that
Perkins?
Perkins took a dive at it and almost picked it off the ground.
Hey, big boys make big plays. You love to see the effort there.
Now we come trips to the bottom of your screen. I foresee a zone read here, but I'm wrong. They throw underneath, got a man down there. That's Jordan Little for 8 yards.
Nope, good little out route in the soft spot of that zone coverage, and absolutely just methodical pickup. You love to see that for the Buckeyes.
Trips to the top of your screen, same formation, just flipped. Takes the snap. Underneath handoff. This time Auburn's ready for it. That looks like Teddy Driver with a 2-yard hit in the backfield. 1 tackle for a loss.
Oh, absolutely. That was Teddy Driver. Teddy Driver got tired of seeing this and said, hold on, let me make myself known. What a good TFL in a spot when you need it.
Driver in the driver's seat. Same formation. Flipped again. Now they're going to make it the 2-by-2 base. Everybody goes out. Oh, Tyree held it just a hair too long, and the lineman couldn't get there. As brand new freshman Tyrell Washington introduces himself.
Now, when you got a body built like a washing machine, you are hard to move, and you can get off that block and get back there in a hurry. Big stop by the Tigers defense. And Nate, if we're not trying to set a record, are we really trying at all?
Tyrell Washing Machine Washington, I like it. Get him on the spin cycle. Ohio State coming out in the empty set, throws underneath. Auburn says, fine, you can have John Don for 4, but they're going to stop him short.
Nope. Ohio State's just going to concede, and they're going to try to flip field position. Don't necessarily love the lack of effort on the play, but it's better than nothing at this point.
as the punt goes out. Oliver making his name for himself again, trying to get outside. 14 yards.
Not necessarily a horrible return of 14 yards there. And if you look at that team, Bobby Green is really playing that quiet role like he's known to be. He's not going to be in your face, but when Bobby Green is there, he makes big plays.
He's not a numbers guy. Like, he's not a high pitch count guy. As he rears back and throws, double coverage. Looks like Deuce Carter just couldn't pull it in. Green is not a quantity guy. He's a quality guy. You're going to get him maybe 10 touches a game, and he's going to wind up with 2 touchdowns and 200 yards. You're like, wow, where'd that come from?
Yeah, no, that's on brand.
2x2, throws underneath. There he is again. It's like he's like the CFSL version of man, I just lost it.
Oh,
Joe
come on,
Hendry.
find it. Yeah.
Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears.
Say his name and he appears.
I believe in Bobby Green.
Now come out, trips to the bottom, single back. Mosley calls a deke, throws underneath the Scally. When in doubt, give it to big number 3 as he's going to pick up 14. Did Scally change positions? Is he a receiver now?
It looked like he didn't come out of that backfield, but either way, he's doing just Scally things, getting that ball and converting.
Same formation, almost same play, but underneath this time, that looks like Haas Carter for 12. Haas getting more involved early today. 2 for 24.
Auburn frequently going to a tight end. This is weird. I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
No,
I didn't put this game plan in. 2x2 single back. Throws under the Haas Carter again.
Well, currently Haas Carter is working on his way of receiving a random test post game. The way he's putting up stats for Auburn's offense.
Auburn comes out in a 2x1, tight end playing fullback. Fakes the handoff to Scally, throws the underneath screen, picks up 3. It's Bobby Green.
So Bobby Green and Haas Carter are taking over this drive. Understandable. Buckeyes, see if you can stop them. Focusing on those two.
I think if you're Auburn, you're just happy that everything right now is going good for your freshman quarterback as he throws a good over-the-middle pass to Ragnar Wood for 6.
And Ragnar getting on the board. Out time. I'm going to ignore that comment.
That's a funny one. We have to acknowledge the comments, Dom.
No.
Haas is on pace to break Dominic Barfield's career reception record in one game.
Meanwhile, I want to note, I spot a 43 down there in white. Change that. And it's a tight end. I really have problems with this.
Come out in that bunch, 2x2. Mosley looking. Throws underneath. Got a man. Breaks a couple tackles. That's Green for 7.
Who else? Bobby Green again. And after further evaluation, looks like 43 is just a walk-on. So no
We
worries
love
there.
Bobby Green.
Oh, absolutely.
As here they come, 2x2, single back. There's the option. Mosley doesn't had time to pitch it, but didn't.
Had Scally there immediately ready for it. Just didn't even consider the pitch at all. Not sure what Mosley's thinking on that one.
I bet you as a coaching staff for the young quarterback, they've said if it gets to you too fast, just hold it and take the loss and live to fight another day. As Guzman tries to stay perfect, and he does, going to take Auburn, giving them a lead, 16-14.
And giving Aubie a reason to smile and dance on that sideline. Auburn taking the lead, 3:34 left in the second quarter. Time for Tyree and company to come out and respond. Oh, hold that. We've got a flag on the field.
Oh, it's the dreaded return flag. You know what this is.
Yep. You always hope it's something different.
You always hope, but it never is.
Not on the tight end 43, Martinez. Oh, we don't like that at all. That's yucky.
Coach Fain not happy with that call.
How could you be?
Ohio State comes out 2x1. They're going to motion the wide receiver out to a trip set. Looks that way. Throws him wide open. Nobody blocking him. And he just slips the tackle. Berlin trying to get the angle, but can't do it. As they just say, hold my drink.
Crenshaw absolutely said, I'm not just a back. I can take off the line too. Absolutely just killed them with speed, slipped the hole, and was just gone for the 6 points. Ohio State smacks right back. What a game we have here tonight, Beaner.
Yeah, nobody wants to quit. They're all going to keep punting until the end of the game. But those are the games we like. Back to return this one. Looks like Berlin got his job back. No, that's Thomas Oliver again.
I think Berlin's has been moved to greener pastures. Don't think it's in his cards anymore. And if you look at this, Ohio State, 7 plays less with the lead and just showing that they can get it done in bunches.
Berlin may be hurt. 2x2 single back. Scally rolls to the bottom of the screen. He throws underneath. Got a man standing there by himself. As he's juking and jiving, that's
and
Big
who
Will
else?
16.
4 receptions, 73 yards, almost close to the century mark, and we're not even to halftime yet. What a security blanket for the freshman Mosley. You love to see that. Meanwhile, over on Twitch, we have a pick 6 by Jalen Wilson for LSU. They now lead 34-3, 3:30 left in the half.
You got to love what you see here from Auburn's coaching staff with a young quarterback, making him comfortable, letting him stand in the pocket, make good throws, make easy throws, giving him a couple of shots as he throws that one to Jordan Little being deflected.
I don't think you preach throwing 1v4 in any situation. That's a bad throw.
That's just a young man trying to make a play. Oh no. I knew that was coming as soon as he threw it. Oh
Yeah.
no. Mosley makes a freshman mistake. Do not throw it there. That screen never works.
Wide receiver screen. Huh. What are the odds? And what do you know, chat? This one gets taken back for a Mick Pick 6. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. OSU is in this.
I'm okay there with Bobby Green just smacking the dude in the back. And if I'm either coach in that situation, smacking the dude in the back and taking the 15-yard penalty for interference.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Take the flag, live to see another day. Anything you can to stop that touchdown.
I don't know who that is on the Auburn kick team who's trying to go for the block, but he is muscling his lineman into the kicker every time. Poor kicker.
Hey, he's probably a walk-on trying to earn that spot. you know how Auburn is walk-on. You and hold on.
There's Berlin.
No.
As he jukes and drives, but he goes to the middle of the field. You never go to the middle, Berlin.
No, it looks like he got smacked. He got smacked by a walk-on out there and absolutely stymied that attempt. And let's see them come back out here.
Trips to the top of your screen. Single back. Mosley looking. Takes a shot over the middle. It goes right back to Bobby Green. Going to pick up 11.
And Chad, I believe that was Mac Griffin on that pick 6, by the way.
2x2 single back. Mosley in the shotgun. Mosley fakes the handoff. Steps back to throw. Looking. Got plenty of time. Throws an out route. Looks like he got his Maverick Berlin 8 yards.
Hey, Berlin's not hurt after all. What do you know?
He was mad he didn't get any catches, so coach had to put him in on offense. Another snap, draw, as Scally running through people, picks up 3 and a first. That's a hard-fought 3-4-3.
You know, you got to think, if you're Auburn right now, you are absolutely wanting to take this clock down with you and hope for points. You do not want to leave Ohio State time.
Come out in that bunch set. This worked out really well for him last time they ran it. Throwing it underneath this time to the corner route. That's Ragnar Wood for 18.
And
He's
Ragnar, yeah, absolutely averaging just chunk numbers right now. And submitting his application to the 10 Does Down Challenge, picking up that massive conversion right there. Auburn is really making a push to get into scoring range before this half is out.
Here comes the 2x1 single back. Mosley takes the snap. This is the zone read. Makes a great read. Got Scally in front of him blocking. Breaks some tackles. Going to call a timeout and pick up 11.
You're going to be happy picking up 11 right there.
One tight end, one fullback. Designed big run as they call the option. There's the pitch. Got plenty of room out there. One man to beat. Cuts inside. Reaches. Timeout, 19 yards on the
Big
one.
pickup by Scally. I think if he doesn't get cute out there trying to dance and stutter, I think he could have dove for that there.
Auburn in the 3-by-1. They step back. They're actually going to throw it. They've got the backup halfback in. They throw to the outside. Dangerous throw. Interception. That's where you got to look at you have to look at your guys and say, hey, man, you don't got to make that throw.
No, you're on the one. Why do you not run that in? That's a big turnover there.
Fake the underneath throw. Throw it late to him. He gets hit immediately, 4 yards. They're going to take a timeout. Snap back. Tyree looking for somebody. Looks like he gets Jordan Little for 20.
Yeah, the GT absolutely showing off the footwork. 4 receptions, 106 yards. What a performance by the GT. What can he not do?
As the league continues to get more parity in it, these generational talent players are going to show out more and more. They're going to come out 2-1. Both backs split out. One stays to block, it looked like for a second, and then tried to juke it. Medina loses one.
Now, Jefferson Miller not letting anything go there and absolutely getting that TFL. Defense still finding to try to keep this potent offense out of scoring range before the end of this half.
Miller thought about jumping the route there. Good choice not to, and just take the tackle. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Single receiver to the top. Back out of the backfield. Wide open again. That's another freshman who's having some trouble on his first day. Just not getting the coverage you want.
Yeah, and you've got a vet like Ballard out there. Ballard's going to take advantage of that every time and test you.
Now Ohio State going to throw to John Don, 0 yards touchdown to extend their lead.
And the second 0-yard touchdown for the Buckeyes offense. Absolutely taking control and feeling like they are in the driver's seat. Big boys making big boy touchdowns for no yards. You love to see it. Auburn's got to find some kind of way to get some answers in the locker room. You're going to want to play this last 60 seconds even. Try not to make any more mental mistakes for the freshmen on the road and just go talk it out in the locker room. Right now, it is crucial to not make any more unnecessary mistakes.
Berlin going to the outside on this one, cuts back inside, picks up 25.
Absolutely, almost clothesline.
Come out in the two-back set, tight end in motion. Throws over the top. Little toe drag swag for Bobby Green there, going to pick up 21.
You know what? Like I said, we clearly don't know ball up here. I say, just protect the ball, get out of half. Nope, we're still going to come out here and we are just going to sling that thing.
You might be seeing the birth of a Brett Favre build here in the CFSL, as he is a gunslinger.
J-Duke 2.0, question mark?
Oh, maybe. 2 receivers to the bottom, tight end down there with him. Going to change the play at the line. Scally out of the backfield. Throws it to Scally. Scally cuts it back inside to get away from his man. Going to pick up 3. Going to have to hurry if they want to keep making plays, as now they call the hurry up.
So you don't hate it, but running 13 yards for 3, not the move.
Mosley throws over the top. Got a man wide open. That's Deuce Carter, the freshman. It's running game. It's run. Can he break a tackle? Almost 51 yards. He's at the half-yard line.
It's just absolute. No, they're going to mark that down at the 2.
This should be a handoff to Scally all day. Going to make a throw out of it. Don't know what happened.
I can tell you what happened. Absolutely was not a handoff to Scally like it needs to be. Auburn is testing waters they need not be testing.
Scally now out. He may have been gassed. There's the handoff to the backup. Nathan Hopkins, 2-yard touchdown run. Auburn cuts the lead down.
I really don't like seeing that. I really don't like seeing that in particular. But hats off to the to the walk-on halfback, getting his touchdown, donning that legendary number as Auburn tries to claw back into it. Now down 12 points, 26 seconds left going into the half. And meanwhile, over on Twitch, we have a 3-yard touchdown pass to Brian McGuire from Michigan. LSU's leading now 37-9 with 28 seconds in the half.
Auburn kicks off. 26 seconds they need to hold to get into the half. The returner is met by Maverick Berlin finally, going to bring up 23. That's Ballard again.
And check that, chat. Upon further consideration, that is 10 points over there on Twitch, not 9. Incorrect. Our apologies.
Tyree, what are they going to do? They're going to throw. He throws underneath, going to check down. Looks like they're content with taking this to the half.
Yeah, don't see any giddy up. Yep, they're just gonna take a play and get on out of here.
Now we're going to go to the half. Ohio State leading 35-23. Auburn is trying to fill out these new players, trying to fill out this veteran Ohio State team. Ohio State just clicking on all cylinders already, it looks like. What is your takeaway? What do you need to see?
My takeaway is not only do we need to worry about that fill-ins, we also want to make sure that we are taking our time out in chat to make sure that we are filling out our forms for Hangout. For anybody who is confirmed and has not yet got their information in, please make sure to go and fill out your forms for Hangout. Now my fill-ins for the field is Auburn's really got to get back to just playing elementary football, not seeing saucers and just wanting to go yard. You've got to play what they're giving you. You've got to play small ball and go earn your points. You cannot afford to give away any more turnovers. You've already got 2 turnovers, yet having the ball for 3.5 minutes more. Absolutely cannot have those kind of leads with those kind of stats and not expect to walk away with a loss. Auburn's got to find a way to claw back and get this done on both sides. And if you're Ohio State, I mean, you're absolutely just going to keep doing exactly what you're doing. It's working. You could tighten up the defense a little bit, but Jalen Tyree and Crenshaw are absolutely rolling right now, and it's going to be Auburn having to step up to prove and stop them so far.
Auburn just needs to settle down. A bunch of young players. You take away a couple of big scores, and they actually have a shot in this game. They're winning the overall first down column, the yardage column for both passing and rushing. But as we all know, young guys make mistakes. Ohio State is not making mistakes, and they're capitalizing. As the return comes out for Berlin, he kicks it to the outside. He's going to get a good return of 30.
You're going to be happy getting 30 yards almost 30 yards anytime in this league.
Takes a snap, 2-by-2, delayed draw to Scally. Scally just running, golly bum, Scally just running through, over, around, by, everything for 14 and a first.
Just by definition, putting a paw on that defense and fighting for every single yard.
19 first downs to 7 is crazy. Mosley calls his own number, sheds the first tackle, runs over the next guy, but ends up taking a 0-yard sack.
And Ziegler definitely made a business decision. Could have came down, assist blocking. No, I'm just going to walk away from that one and act like I wasn't there. Just absolutely no help for the quarterback there.
You can tell you can tell Mosley's young compared to Tyree. Tyree making business decisions to get down. Mosley trying to run people over still. 2-by-2, single back. Back rolls out of the backfield. He throws down there to him. Can he stay in bounds? He stays in bounds, runs over a couple people. Going to pick up 3. That's a hard-fought 3 for 3.
And that's a very valid point you bring up, Beard, because Mosley was used in the high school being cream of the crop and being able to do whatever. Now you're in the land of the the big boys. You can't just be running over everybody.
2-by-1 set. Throw underneath. Got a man wide open. That's Waylon Ziegler again for 14 yards.
Absolutely just getting him in bunches, averaging 17.4 yards a catch. What a stat line.
Another big conversion, 2-by-1, tied into the top of your screen. The handoff goes up there to the top of your screen. Gets caught up in a little bit of traffic and only picks up one. If he bounces that to the left, one more step, he's got a lane.
I think he had a little bit too much dip in his chip, had a little bit too much speed coming out of that, going through the hole, and just got caught up on that blocker. Absolutely had plenty of grass.
Same formation, flip to the bottom. Everybody runs out for a pass. He throws wide open by himself as Bobby Green picks up 12 and a first. Auburn's starting to eat away at chunks.
Gotta love the sit down there by Bobby Green. 7 receptions on the night, which honestly, that sounds like that might be potentially close to a single game reception record for Bobby Green.
Come out, trips to the bottom, single back, Scally. The handoff goes to Scally. He's got a lane, one guy to beat. They tackle him from behind, going to pick up a Tony 10.
Just a good hard run. Scally averaging 6.3 yards a run is not something that you scoff at lightly.
Gold picks up his 5th tackle of the game. Come out 2 tight end, 1 fullback, tight end in motion. Everybody goes out for passes, throws underneath. I believe that is the tight end.
That's the back. It's the
backup halfback, Nathan Hopkins, 5 yards. Auburn is walk-on halfback U, if y'all didn't know.
They're just walk on you, period.
That's not true.
I'd argue that.
You were here. You weren't a walk-on. Played like one, but you weren't one. Oh, sorry. I love you, buddy.
I'm sorry, Alfredo Barfield says what now? No, I just steal.
Hey, walk on halfback U, baby.
We just steal your walk-ons and make them our own.
2x2, Ohio State backing up. Dangerous territory for Auburn to throw. They hand off to the backup again. That's Hopkins for 1. Going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Does Scally need to keep his eye on his job security? They do not mind handing that ball off to the walk-on here. This would be where you'd prime expect to see Scally getting the love here.
Single back, tight end at the top of your screen. Motions down to the bottom. Now basically makes it a 2x2 set. Everybody goes out. It's a screen. Just needs 1 block. It gets out there but can't keep going. That's Berlin for 4 yards.
No, absolutely just got hit, stuck on that by Mason Davis. Put the shoulder pad in his spine.
Guzman looking to stay perfect. He does. 26-35. Makes it a 1-score game again.
You know what?
Well, 2-score game.
Right now, Guzman is absolutely making a case to try to be offensive MVP next to Ziegler tonight. Perfect on the career, perfect on the season, perfect on the night. Absolutely just guaranteeing to walk away with points.
There goes Smokey Woods for 25 yards, a different returner.
Yeah, Bally decided to take a break there in the second half, it seems.
As we get all the replays of the scores, there's Crenshaw taking it deep.
I believe that was the Tyree pass to John Don right there that we saw right before our current animation. And Ohio State is looking to come out here and just keep doing what they're doing.
Tyree going to come out in an empty set, quads to the top. This was a home run touchdown last time as Tyree calls his own number. Everybody trying to get there as I think that was Hargrave absolutely laid the wood and made him pay for those 10 yards.
Talk about not making the business decision, am I right? Wow.
Right. Trips to the top, single back. Back goes out. He's looking, throwing deep. Another man wide open over the middle. Breaks the tackle.
Him off.
Ball's on the ground.
Woo!
Woo, that was dangerous.
And Jordan Little steals the credit and the yards, getting the ball down for the Buckeyes at the 2. Now let's see what causes this fumble here.
Looks like Maverick Berlin comes in late and strips it.
They're going to look at
review
that. Yeah, I don't think that's going to stand there.
And there's the
there it is, right on cue.
Let's take a look at this again.
I believe he's down. Yeah, this should be pretty quick.
Ooh,
yeah.
I don't know.
Hold on. What's this angle say?
Ooh.
Well, I mean, either way, it's Ohio State's ball. No, that's out. But now it's just going to be Ohio State's ball at the 2 instead of at the 4.
They reversed it. Said he was down.
Okay. All right. Ohio State ball at the 4.
Ohio State comes out 2x2. The ace set, 1 back. Fake the handoff. It's the read. He's wide open. Takes it in untouched. Tyree for a 4-yard touchdown. Ohio State looks like they're in mid-season form.
Now, absolutely, Tyree stretching out the run game like it's nothing. And meanwhile, over on Twitch, we have a 37-yard pick six by Quez Richardson from Michigan. The LSU lead is now 37-17 with 4:50 left in the third.
As the extra point is good. Look at the over looking like a good pick right now.
No, absolutely. If you took the over, you're probably feeling pretty good right about now.
Kick goes deep. Looks like Berlin bringing it out. Tries to sneak out to the sideline, picks up 29.
Now, if you're Auburn, like we're gonna keep preaching the same thing. You just need to play simple football. Don't take shots.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Single back. Scally goes out for a pass. The throw is down below. That looks like Ragnar picks up 6.
Real solid out route there by Ragnar Wood. Got into that route, cut out crispy, and absolutely great hands for the pickup.
Trips to the top of your screen. Scally stays in the block. There's Bobby Green. Say his name and he appears.
And with a 15-yard pickup, 8 receptions, 92 yards so far. And Mosley's 31 for 41, 398, but that 2 picks is looking pretty bad. Stork's 8 tackle on the game.
That one pick in the end zone has to be haunting him right now.
Gotta be the biggest what if of the night so far. Gotta imagine.
Auburn comes out tight end to the top of your screen, 2x1 top side. Tight end in motion. He's now at the bottom. Mosley changes it at the line. Looking over the middle. Ball's on the ground. Bobby Green jumps on it?
No,
lineman
jumped on it. They're gonna give the yards back to Bobby Green.
I don't know how we're gonna review it.
Yeah, that was pretty bang bang. Let's see what we're looking at here.
Oh yeah, that's another one's gonna come back.
That's coming back. Absolutely.
How did that lineman get down there so fast? I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to be downfield.
No, you definitely shouldn't be there that quickly. Looks like there may have been a potential lineman downfield call that didn't get addressed.
Somebody get that guy a fullback number. Play's going to be reversed.
Yep.
Another fumble.
As Skate said, refs want to be involved.
Yeah, they
right.
Do. Second and 3. Fake the handoff. Underneath throw. Complete to
No, jars it out. What a punch out there. Kidding.
Auburn lucky that wasn't a fumble.
I believe that was Jordan Stork there on that punch out too.
2x2. Fakes the handoff again. Throws. Looking for a man. Got a man streaking. Looking for his first touchdown as Ragnar Wood picks up 41. That Mosley still searching for his first passing touchdown.
Now, here's my question. Was that Mosley back there, or was that a former Auburn quarterback? Because that looked like an old school Auburn offense of yesteryear. What a absolute strike quickly. Wow, gotta love what you're seeing there.
Number 10 is officially retired. Auburn going to come out, trips to your bottom, 83 to the tight ends on both ends. There's the handoff to the outside, needs one block, and ends up almost looks like he gets tackled by his own guy.
Yeah, absolutely just ran straight to the point of attack and nothing doing there. You can make a case that he can cut that or try to bounce that. That just absolutely just runs into the defender there.
Scally too fast for his own blockers. 2-back set. That's Deuce Carter in motion. Fake the jet, hand it off to Nathan Tompkins, going to pick up 6 and a 3rd and goal from about the half-yard line. Auburn needing to convert this.
Hopkins doing everything he could to try to get that second one of the night.
Auburn calls Scally back in on a 2x2. There's Scally's handoff, and he just walks it in. Scally, 0-yard touchdown run, but he's okay with it.
Now we decide to hand it off on the 1-yard line. It looks to see like there might have been talk by an AD or two in that locker room, and common sense might have been brought to the light. That is the kind of response you want to see by Auburn, now making it a 9-point game with Ohio State.
I'm not saying that while Dominic was doing his halftime speech, I didn't run down real quick and say, hey, on the goal line, just give it to 3, but I might have. As the kick comes out, Ohio State brings it out. He's swallowed up by a swarm of white jerseys. He's 24 yards, which is not good for him. That's a laugh for him.
You know what? I can't confirm or deny whether you came down there, but I am going to question how we suddenly got Dreamland Barbecue. Especially here, of all places.
I threw that in the trash.
Smart man.
Ohio State coming out in the 2x2 single back set. Let's see if they slow their offense down and try to eat clock. They throw underneath, wide open man. As Little picks up 13 in the first.
And this just in, Hopkins is about to set the record for number of yards while wearing an Auburn number 43 jersey. I mean, so far, really making a statement for it.
The wild stat here is the first downs.
Yeah, really it is.
Trips to the top of your screen. They throw the bubble up there. Great blocking up at the top. Just need one man. He gets the sideline as their friend as they take him down, but that's 39 yards to Little, and they're knocking at the door.
Yeah, normally I get to laugh at it, but you know what they say? 60% of the time, the screen works every time, and just absolutely chalks that up to perfection and plays that like it should be. What a blocking core fest! Wow.
Coming out in the I formation, or the, nah, he's gonna motion out now. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Looks that way.
And a big fight.
Jermaine Wise picks up 11.
Just absolute fought to hold on to that ball. Nothing doing there for the Tigers defense.
Auburn really looking to put a stop here and maybe slow the bleeding down. Throws underneath. That's Rashad Watson on the tackle. Crenshaw on the reception.
Oh no! If anything, you can say the Tigers defense is doing anything they can to try to stop the bleeding. I don't think they have enough gauze, but they are fighting for it.
Trips to the top, single receiver to the bottom. Halfback rolls out to the bottom. Throws to the top. Man streaking by himself. Smokey Woods. Auburn's corners just look like they're playing up close with no coverage over the top, or they're just getting they're making the wrong decision. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Smokey Woods absolutely just smoked the corner, catching the dime in the back of the end zone and just making it look like it's elementary. Wow, talk about trying to stop the bleeding, and that is not the way the Tigers defense wanted that drive to end.
Absolutely not. Here comes the kick. Looks like Thomas Oliver back returning again, 27 yards.
And over on the Twitch, we have a 17-yard touchdown pass to Sly Bender for LSU, taking a 44-20 lead. 50 seconds left in the third.
Auburn going to come out with that formation they had some success with earlier. Trips top, tight end bottom. Handoff down to the bottom. Scally tries to make a man miss, but doesn't. 0 yards.
Nope, Scally tried to put the paw on him, and Isaiah Bonilla said absolutely not gonna happen here. What a mutual match for no yards.
2x2. Auburn looking, throws underneath, got his man. That's Ziegler for 8 yards.
Yeah. So Ziegler had a really hot first quarter and really kind of cooled off. Mosley needs to keep his eyes down for Ziegler on the field and get him more touches.
Auburn takes a snap, throws over the middle, got a man. He slides between some people. That's Ragnar, picks up 27. Mosley getting comfortable.
Oh, no, absolutely. Just looking like he knows what he's doing back there. Finding the weak spot in the zone and just absolutely putting that ball where it needs to be. Impeccable placement by Mosley.
We come out in the 2x1, tight end to the bottom. Everybody goes out as Scally's hit at the line, gets nothing.
Mason Davis absolutely met him at the. No, they're going to give that. They're going to give that to.
That was definitely Ben Harris.
Yeah, no, I saw 54, and that was not who they gave that to.
I don't know. They fake the screen at the bottom, throw deep. He's looking for it all. Throws a dot. Berlin, 38 yards and a touchdown. First touchdown of Mosley's career goes to a cornerback. And it's on their team.
O.T. dot. What placement there by the freshman for his first touchdown. absolutely just getting it done when it's needed the most. And who else? Maverick Berlin saying, hold on, young fella, I got you. What a conversion there. PAT up good, and it is back to a 9-point lead for Ohio State with 42 seconds left in the third.
Auburn looking for some magic here. They need something. They need a spark for their defense. Offense is actually doing really well, minus the 2 turnovers. But Ohio State just capitalizing. What?
You know what? Commentator curse could really be a thing, and you could really say it'd be a shame for a turnover on this drive.
Wait a minute. Did we just see a knee?
Yeah, no, we did.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those in this game.
I didn't think that was an option. We could do that.
Ohio State coming out in the empty set. Trips to the top, changing the play at the line. Must have saw something he liked. Throws underneath, got his man. He's hit by about 4 people, then body slammed. He's going to pick up 1st and 10.
And over on Twitch, we have a 10-yard touchdown run by Michael Amber from Michigan. Trail 44-26, 8:43 left in the 4th quarter.
Michigan trying to claw their way back in the game.
No, absolutely.
2-by-2, single back. Tyree calls his own number as Quan Perkins slows him down just enough. And I believe that was Jimmy Long.
Jimmy Long came up and tried to peanut punch that out. Really tried to get that ball to hit the turf.
That's a really big, those are some really big dudes on that D-line. 2-by-2, tight end, or halfback to the top of your screen. Man wide open. That's Ballard for 12.
And Ballard with the sure hands, returning kicks and catching 2 for 68 so far as we enter the 4th.
Well, at the end of the 3rd, we've seen a bunch of different lead changes. We've seen a bunch of different scores and a bunch of different leads. But right now, Ohio State clinging to a 9-point lead, 49-40, looking to get out of the horseshoe with a win against a feisty young Auburn team. Now they're going to come out in the diamond package. Everybody usually goes out for a pass in this. They don't this time. Auburn uses the sideline, only lets Crenshaw get 2.
It's a really looking weird pass there, Beard, if I say so myself.
I just said last time. This time, now we're back to it. Now they're 1 for 2. Hand it to Crenshaw again. This time he's going to lose one. Going to bring up 3rd and 8. Looks like Ohio State may have switched gears and might be trying to burn some clock.
Yeah, it's a little bit too early in the game to be trying to burn the clock right now, because you are giving this defense some fight in them, and now you're facing a 3rd and long, and this is not comfortable with only slightly being a 2-lead possession.
Yeah, I'm burning clock when I'm up by like 20. If that wouldn't earlier, but Smokey Wood's going to pick up a 1st with 9.
No, it looks like the Buckeyes are just going to show that we can toy with you and still pick it up and keep it all moving. Absolutely daring this Tigers defense to stop them at this point.
Modified diamond. They hand it off. That's Derek Montgomery for 2 yards.
And that was
It's a walk-on.
Jefferson Miller, 5th tackle for the game.
1 tackle for a loss.
Hey, we like those stats.
Trips to the bottom of the screen. Single receiver at the top. Halfback in the backfield. He throws down to the bottom. Throws short. As our favorite commentator likes to say, if you throw short of the change, what happens?
You normally stay short, don't you?
You do. That brings up 3rd and 5, but Ohio State has the time to do it.
Oh, I don't think they are in any stress right now.
2 tight ends at the top of your screen. One zips out as a receiver. They're looking. They throw. Oh, I don't know who that. Rashad Watson break that up at the catch.
I believe that was Rashad Watson on that break. It looked like he was trying to head top him and took a shot for it.
Ohio State trying to make this a 12-point game. And they do, 52-40.
What a leg by Brutus King. That's not a gimme kick either.
Defense not required for this game, apparently.
Nah, it's optional.
Auburn kicks it deep. We'll get our 3rd different kick returner for Auburn as Ragnar Wood brings one out for 23.
Well, I mean, as often as y'all have to go back there and return kicks, y'all are probably tearing everybody up back there.
I mean, in full disclosure, everybody is. 92 points already?
I mean, no kidding. I mean, it really is a defense optional style game right now.
2-by-1, tight into the motion into the top of your screen. Changing the play. He sees something. Looking, plenty of time. He finds Scally at the top of the screen. Scally fighting through tackles, going to pick up 5. Auburn throws for 524 so far tonight.
That pirouette for 5 yards is going to be the way. Scally is not afraid to get it done. Any means necessary. Defense is really going to find a way to hold him to nothing.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Everybody goes out. He chucks it deep, looking for a man. That's Bobby Green streaking down the sideline. Needs to break a couple of tackles. He can't, but he gets it to the 15 for a 55-yard reception.
Say his name and he appears. We believe in Bobby Green. What a absolute scamper down the field. Just not enough gas in the tank to get it over the line, but a massive pickup there by Bobby Green.
Auburn comes out. 3 trips to the top of your screen. Offset back. They hand the dive off to Nathan Hopkins. Doesn't pick up anything. Going to be 2nd and 10.
And Vlad's 9th tackle, 2 tackles for loss on the game. Vlad is absolutely impaling the offense, if he will.
Same formation, back on the other side. Everybody goes out for a pass. Throws underneath. Finds his man. Still fighting for yards. Ziegler picks up 7. Going to bring up 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and just like Bernie said, that freshman quarterback's real scrappy. You're not lying. He's not afraid to step up and show out.
He is definitely got ice veins. They throw down to Cost Carter. Carter gets what he needs, 3 yards and a first.
This Auburn offense utilizing the tight end in the red zone absolutely just boggles my mind. What is this Auburn team that we are currently experiencing?
Mosley looking for 600 yards passing at this point. A handoff is a fake. It's a read. Mosley picks up his 2nd touchdown on the ground. Auburn going to cut the lead again. Now it's only 6.
No, just absolutely no quit, no fight. Auburn is going to do everything to try to fight back in. 2nd scamper on the ground by Mosley on the night, getting it down to 1 possession. We are making a case over here on YouTube for this to be a potential game of the week. 99 points combined scored, and we've still got 6 minutes of action, folks. Buckle in, it's getting crazy.
Auburn just needs a big play from their defense. Ohio State just has to be smart and not do anything crazy. As we get a nice view of the horseshoe.
The crowd is rocking and rolling right now. It is electric in this stadium right now.
Trips to the top of your screen, single back. Back goes out first, tries to stay in for a pass. He is swarmed.
Smothered.
Tyree, I don't even know who got that. They're going to give it to Jimmy Long, but everybody touched him on the line on that one.
Now, when you've got a big defensive line like that, getting deep into the 4th quarter after just bullying the line all day, you're going to wear that offensive line down, and you're going to try to find those easy moments to just bully and go get you a tackle for loss.
I mean, just look at that offensive line. 6'8", 6'8", 6'8", 6'4", 6'4". They're crazy. Throws underneath. 8-yard reception, going to bring up 3rd and 8.
And Corbin Hardin sticks with the catch through contact, making it 3rd and somewhat long for the Buckeyes. This Tigers defense is really showing they want it.
But this is where they've struggled on 3rd down. Looking for a stop now. They throw in deep. Man wide open. They're just letting them get those chunk plays on 3rd. Smokey Woods picks up 28.
Giving up 3rd and long in Auburn tradition since 2007. What a backbreaker there.
Almost over 1,200 yards of offense.
Crazy.
Oh, Tyree throws underneath.
Ooh.
Miller trying to turn the tides.
I don't know how I feel about that phrase. Maybe no, something else. But absolutely tried to get it done himself.
There's the read. Auburn picks it up this time, but he's breaking tackles. He's going to pick up 9. Tyree going to make it 3rd and 1.
Now, gotta say, I love watching these quarterbacks just fight through all the contact and just not put the ball on the turf.
Oh,
crazy times. Oh,
empty set, 1 yard to get. Could this be a quarterback?
screen.
Oh.
Into the turf.
I'm not sure what that was.
Butter on the hands.
Oh,
Hold on.
This is crazy.
Check.
Trips to the 5-year screen. Ohio State got balls of steel, single back. They hand it off.
No,
gets it.
not
Oh.
an issue. Just open the floodgates. Wow.
I can't believe they called that. That was a ballsy call.
I mean, risk it for the biscuit, right?
Yeah, 8-point game if you kick it. Now they're going to throw over the middle. Auburn gives up 10 a little, but they are going for the strip. You could see them trying to rip the ball out.
Said I meant it when I said that Ohio State is daring this defense to stop them. They show no fear.
Come out in that broken diamond as Crenshaw just rushing. Oh, he almost got in.
Almost decleated at the line.
Jefferson Miller saved the touchdown, but it might have been better off just to let him have it.
And it looks like that was the walk-on Montgomery on that scamper.
Oh. There's the handoff.
And
Montgomery with his touchdown. The walk-on touchdown game, or the walk-on halfback game.
you know, it would be us that would catch the walk-on halfback game. That's just so fitting. Oh, what a week one here in the CFSL. Ohio State now goes back up to pending 12 points on the PAT. Got the 12 points. Now, if you're Auburn, you have got to go score fast. And at what point do you start considering the onside kicks to be in your favor?
Probably right after this if they score.
Because your defense has proven that you can't get a stop when you necessarily need it. You're going to have to just trust in your kicker, Guzman.
Auburn hoping that means they're due a stop. Berlin brings it out 25 yards to the 30. Oh, the 26. Could definitely look closer to the B, but whatever. Empty set. Mosley looking downfield. Throws underneath. That's Ragnar for a Tony 10.
Oh, that's what? Tony 10-4 in the night? Absolutely just collecting them early.
Trips to the bottom. Oh, no, it's tight end to the bottom. Single back. Mosley might be looking for Scally on this one. He's not. Throws over the middle. Finds Haas Carter. He's going to pick up 11 in a first. Auburn getting in a hurry now.
I reserve my judgments if this works.
Same play, different side. Throws deep, looking for a man. Got the corner route to Bobby Green, 21 yards.
Sideline toe tap. What a catch for Bobby Green.
Same formation. Just tight end swapped. Throw in another corner route. Just let that one go a little too far. That might have been a on purpose.
I don't like if it was on purpose. You absolutely cooked on that corner route.
Just to stop the clock. Tight end comes down to the bottom. Mosley looking. Holds onto it way too long. Going to be sacked for a loss of 8. 3rd and 18. Got to be 4th down territory, though.
And Edmonds absolutely making a massive stand on defense, forcing this Tigers offense to a 3rd and 18. They are saying, you want to play fearless? Show us you're fearless. This is going to be a big play for this Tiger offense.
Tight end to the top of your screen, 2-by-1. Single back. Everybody goes out for a pass. Throws over the middle. That's Maverick Berlin. He's just getting a chunk back. Going to bring up 4th and 9 to make it more manageable.
Yeah, no, throw short, stay short. But, hey, you're just trying to get it back for the 4th and now 4th and 9. This is going to be your ball game, folks.
2 receivers to the bottom. They're going to try for the screen. You love to see the screen. Scally. Love the screen on 4th and 9 as the ball flips sides.
Well, you know, Beard, they do say that 60% of the time the screen works every time. That must be that 40%.
Auburn needs a quick stop and turnaround here. 5 yards for Crenshaw. Take their first time out. Gonna hand it off again, but it's a read this time. Rashad Watson says, not today, sir. Get your -2.
No, absolutely love that open field tackle out there. That is big.
Auburn just looking for them to throw underneath. But he takes a chunk shot. And, the Maverick Berlin says, not today, sir. Stop the clock for us. Save us a timeout. Thank you.
Well, hold on. We might not be out of the woods just yet. There is still a potential. There's still a potential for shenanigans here. Hold on.
Auburn needs a big return here. Got to cut into this lead. Oliver only gets 12, though.
Yeah, only gets 12. And over on Twitch, we have a 1-yard touchdown run for Colin McElroy from Michigan. They go for 2. LSU still leads 44-34 with 44 seconds left.
2-by-2, single back. Everybody's going out for passes. Everybody knows it. Mosley chucks it deep. Got a man wide open.
Wow!
Down the sideline. Nobody's quitting. 65-yard touchdown pass. Mosley has 703 passing yards.
Oh, the phone cut and we're not out of it yet. What a chunk play there. If we can get this PAT up and a potential onside kick, we are looking at potential bedlam here in the Horseshoe. Hold the phone.
This young Auburn team just refusing to quit. The veteran Ohio State team has got to be on the sideline thinking, gosh, what do we do? We've done everything we can.
Here comes the onside.
Get it. It's recovered by Ohio State.
No.
At the end of the world. They still have time to stop it.
They're going to be pressed.
Yeah, can't give up a first down.
And meanwhile, chat, over on Twitch, it goes final. LSU takes the win, 44-34. Good attempt for the comeback by the Wolverines.
As we watch the 475 touchdowns in this game so far.
No kidding.
Ohio State hands it off up the middle. He stopped for 7-yard rush to call a timeout. That's their last one. Can't give up the first.
No.
Got to get in the backfield.
If you're giving up 7 yards, you're already in a pretty deep hole here.
Off again up the middle.
And that's
he
gonna
pushes
be
it to the outside. That's the win. Crenshaw takes it to enough yards. 29 first downs to 20 first downs. Ohio State still running plays.
Just an absolute stat game to go over at the end of this.
Now Auburn gets to stop in the backfield for a 2-yard loss, but it's too late.
Now, if you're
Ohio State's going to let the clock wind down.
You
Ohio
would think
State,
so.
Take a knee.
So you're going to give this defense any opportunity to try to force a turnover. It's not, and they're still running plays.
They're still going. There's the handoff up the middle again. And he's going to get the first.
And
salt to the wound.
Just absolutely going to dial up ball game for sure. Wow, may not be game of the year, Gary, but we are definitely talking about a potential game of the week.
Yeah, you get to watch this game, and it's a high-scoring game. Over definitely hits. Auburn just trying to be feisty as a freshman team, as a young team. Ohio State just proving the age-old adage, you can't beat experience.
No, absolutely. Cannot beat experience, and absolutely both quarterbacks just putting on generational performances tonight. What a barn burner for sure to catch tonight.
Yeah, great game. Great offensive show out. Defenses got stuck on the bus somehow. I still think they might still be on the bus. They might have forgot that there was a game tonight. But these two offenses showed out. 2 turnovers, definitely the difference. Thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters, and Austin Crow, my broadcast partner, Dominic Barfield, for tonight's action. And on behalf of our broadcast crew, I'm Beard. You've been watching PX1 Sports Pro League, or not Pro League, not anymore, PX1 Sports on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back at 8:45 when Clemson takes on West Virginia. And don't forget, if you haven't registered for Hangout yet, make sure you get in there, you get it done, and you get there. It's a great experience. You won't regret it. And much like this game, there will be a ton of fireworks. We'll see you at 8:45.